Hey everybody, I'm Izzy Smith, and welcome back to Fallout 4. We are here in Sanctuary, and Ada is tromping around, getting in the shot. And what I thought we would do today is build Cait a house. Cait can probably be found over there at the pub. We'll go find out. I'm doing this a little differently than I usually do. I'm watching the video as I'm narrating.
I picked a fight.
Yeah, there she is.
Yes, me darling.
I don't know why she calls me that. We're only friends. And also there's obviously some clipping issues with the table there.
Excuse me.
Ready to head back out?
Not now.
Well, make up your mind.
And so you can see right here, I'm looking at these tables and chairs thinking, yeah, that really needs to be fixed. It looks like she's dancing on the chair. But the last time that I was in Sanctuary and I dropped Cait off, I promised her that this would be her new home. And so she's been living out of the fort, which I'm sure she can't be happy about. So I thought, yeah, I'll build her a house. But right now I'm fixing this table and chair here. This is the Broken Drum Pub. You just can't beat it. There we go. Get that all squared away for everybody. There it is. I don't have a bartender in there yet. But I figured she would like to have a place that is centrally located, right next door to the pub and right next door to me, so this plot of land looked like it would be the best. And it's not too big. And so what we're going to do is we're going to open up the workshop, and under SKE I have a mod called Rebuild, Modular Sanctuary Pre- and Post-War Build Set. It's made by Parcel Studio and Games. You can find it on the Nexus. And what it allows you to do is build a house very much like the old houses at the beginning of the game. As you can see, my house there to the right, I built it using this set. And it's under Structures and Metal. There you go, pre-war Sanctuary. And you have the green walls and the yellow, the red and the blue. And your flooring. You have different types. You have linoleum and brick and parquet wood. You have a carport style floor. There we're looking at the plank floors, which I always use for the living rooms. I always think it looks really nice in the living room. So we're going to start off by getting a kind of an estimate of how big it'll be. And then we try to line it up. I use the foundations that are always there as sort of a guidepost to where I put my buildings. That way they're spaced out. They look kind of natural. And what I want to do here is go down to the half. This would be a quarter of the floor. And there I've built a half. That's two of the 2x2s. Or a full block. And then we're going to switch over to the parquet. and put the kitchen in the back here. We're going to do 4 of those. Now, if you do the math on that, it comes out to 3 blocks deep. And it's going to be a simple house. We're going to have her bedroom over here. And I'm going to go ahead and use full panels, or full blocks there, because her bathroom is right back here. And I'm going to use the linoleum for it. And it doesn't need to be nearly as big. Not a whole lot of furniture in there. She'll have her shower and her toilet and her sink and some shelving. And then over here I was trying to think where I could put her weight benches, some interesting things for her to do. So those are kind of placeholders, the carport. Wasn't quite sure what I was going to do with that section just yet. And now I'm trying to think of where I would like to put the door and what color. So I decided on red. And the red turned out to be pretty interesting. It's got sort of a wood grain. Now, normally, it wouldn't look like this. It would look like the red houses that you see at the beginning of the game. But I'm using a retexture mod. And it's called I've Got Wood. It's Sanctuary Texture Overhaul by Scotty X2 and Neolithic J. And that can be found on the Nexus. All of the mods that I'm using, or at least the ones that I'm describing here, I will put links to in the description below the video. Okay, here I'm trying to decide what windows would look good. And if you look across the street, you can see where I built the house for the Longs, June and Marcy. It's got kind of a blackish gray looking texture. If I remember right, that's originally the yellow house, and I used the yellow for it. Now mine, off to the right there, that's the blue, and it comes out sort of a tan with the texture. But we're going to go with the silled windows. That way we can put plants and decorations. There we've got actual working bookshelves. It works with Dino's Decorations. Do it yourself. Yeah, where you can snap everything onto the shelves. This is a little later. I'm kind of getting a feel for where everything's going to go and how it's going to look. And as you can see, it was getting foggy. I was looking for a different look for the bathroom, sort of a tile. And I found this really nice black tile, but for some reason, some of the inner walls don't match. They have a brown tile. There's the black tile. I knew I wanted to go with that for the bathroom. And I was also trying to decide whether or not to put a little, like a small window right across from the door. Like that one. Then we go in and look at it. And I'm still contemplating what to do with those. And sure enough, yeah. An idea springs to mind. So I'm not actually doing this right as I'm speaking. This was recorded a day or two ago. This house actually took me from the start of building until I got the entire place decorated and looking good, which you'll see at the end of the video. Probably about 4 hours, maybe. So this footage has been edited down a lot. I mean, a lot. Here you can see I'm looking at where the walls will be. And trying to decide where I want to start. So let's try to find the bathroom walls. Which, like I say, kind of came out to be a bit of a problem, because the inner walls, on some of them, give you, instead of a nice black tile, they give you a brown tile. And the inner door, yeah, there's the brown tile. It's sort of a wood grain. It doesn't match. You can see the difference right there. So I'm trying to decide if I want to try to mix and match, or just completely mix it up, or just go with a solid wood grain pattern in there and change the outer walls out. There I'm thinking about putting a shelf for her towels and her medicine and that sort of thing. And yeah, a lot of contemplation going on there. There was a lot of trouble with trying to get these tiles to match up the way I wanted them. So I ended up taking the outer walls out and comparing and contrasting. Okay, this is a little later, and we're still having the tile conundrum, but what I found was that there's an inner tile half wall that actually uses the black tiles after doing a little searching. So I think I try to get it up here in the light where you can see it better. A lot of floor shuffling putting in those inner walls, because they need to click. They need to snap onto something. And if you don't shuffle the right floor tile, then the tile on the inner wall, you've got wood grain on one side and tile on the other side, and it's not going to snap the right direction. So I had to move the inner linoleum floor out to get the black tile to sit toward the inside. Now that I've done that, the walls will just snap right on to that base wall right there. Watch. Oh, there's some of the stairs. There I'm kind of looking at the different interior options that I've got. And I went with the white inner door frame. The small one. And then there's the black tile. I believe. It was kind of hard to see, yeah. There you can see I'm trying to look in the what little daylight's left. And I'm also contemplating whether I want that bookshelf there. Spoiler alert, I ended up getting rid of that bookshelf. I didn't like it. I ended up using do-it-yourself and placing some nice wall shelves. And now I'm wishing I hadn't torn down those outer walls, because now I can't find them. There they are. Don't worry, it works out in the end. It looks really good. Once the bathroom is done, that was probably the biggest problem that I had, was getting that bathroom to work out. That and the extra room that I wanted to add on. Let's take a look here. I believe... Yeah, okay, so I ran out of daylight, I decided, so I just went over to my house and slept, and came back first thing in the morning, and I was like, I'm getting rid of that bookshelf. Get rid of that. And just put a wall in. So you can see we've got some morning light coming through there. And the black tile really shows out, stands out really well. And this kind of light really makes the colors pop out. You can see what you're looking at. There's the black tile. And I'm not sure what I was doing there. Oh, I think I accidentally went out of the workbench. Yeah, floor's being stubborn with me. There you go. There, we got it. And then I realized that it popped wrong. That the wood grain was on the inside of the bathroom and the tile was on the outside. So I had to go in once again, take the linoleum out and just do that. There you go. Now you can see the difference. I'm not used to making a video like this. It's kind of strange to be narrating my own footage. Usually I just do it live. Go ahead and just roll with it. Alright. Now I'm looking at the size of the bedroom. Looks good. Thinking about how I want to place the door. And since I'm done with the tile, and I can just go wood grain now, that paneling look. For everything else, I just go ahead and set them right in there. That is, as long as they'll snap. And as you can see, I have to throw that piece of flooring back. Bring this one out. Now watch. It'll snap right in. Bang. Just like that. Yeah, we don't want that tile door. And then there's these doors like that. It has a thermostat, which I think's pretty clever. I like that. So I thought, yeah, she'll have a little thermostat in her bedroom. Not that there's any furnaces or central air to be had in the post-apocalyptic world, but I don't know. At least it'll tell her what temperature it is in there. Because she's always up complaining about the heat. Can't wait to get out of the goddamn heat. Always get a kick out of that. There we go. And now that piece of floor goes right back in. Now, what we want is a nice open transition. We want the rest of the house to feel open and sort of welcoming. So, when you come in the door, I want to be able to look. You're right there in the living room, and you can look straight back into the kitchen. And so, really, there's not a whole wall of a lot of interior wall left to be put up. And I like how that gives a little notch there around the door. Just putting that one little segment of wall. Okay, you'll see what I mean. There we go. So now, when you're looking at it, and sometimes I'll do this, I'll place it back together, and then I'll walk away from it and get an eye for what I've done. See if I'm satisfied with how it looks. I'm thinking about what's going to be around that corner. So, right there, I'm kind of... Yeah. Walk back, take a look at it, get an idea. That's the kitchen, that's how big it'll be. So I'll have the stove along that wall, the cabinets along that wall. Do I want to put a window in there? I think that looks pretty cool. That fan there, like a exhaust fan for the stove. And yeah, a little window there to put the sunshine through. Yeah, and there you go. So we put the outer walls on. And now I'm looking at this side. And I knew I wanted to put a bookcase there. But I wasn't quite sure if I wanted it along that wall. And that was a large bookcase too. I wanted a small one. And there it is. Trying to decide what I would do with that. And I knew I had two options for it. And one was to put her workout equipment on it, and the other one was to put like maybe a wet bar and some of her guns and ammunition. And I kind of went with a combination of the two. So I decided too many windows along that side. Kind of make this feel a little bit more enclosed. And then I had another idea. I thought, aha! Something occurs to me that would actually really work pretty well. I knew that I wanted to have like a little bar area for her. She likes to have a few drinks, so I've kind of mixed it up a little bit. Now we've moved that window. Or we're moving that window. We're putting that door in the back corner. We're starting to get to the final product now. Put that window there. And she can have a little area where she can go straight through the kitchen. Outside. Or from her workout area. Because the thing I wanted to keep in mind about Cait's character was that she's very physical. She fought in the combat zone, she fought in the cage, she's going to want to try to stay in good condition, you know, keep her fighting up. But at the same time, she's a bit of a drinker, and she did have a chem problem for a while. She's cured from that, but she's still going to want to have a drink now and then. So I decided we're going to give her a little workout area, not just inside, but outside. So she gets a patio. So here's a nice patio. And not only that, but it will serve as kind of a lookout point. Because if you're standing on the patio, if you're looking behind me, well, where I was at, that route is the road that goes up to Vault 111. And a lot of raiders like to come in through there. I've even had a Deathclaw come through there once. So that would be a good point to be able to shoot from. Here I'm just making sure all the walls look right and everything's about where I want it. So that's where her tub will be. She'll have some shelves along this wall. I really like that black tile. This is her bedroom. We've got her workout area. There's her kitchen. And then this comes right out onto her patio. And that's the layout of the house. That's how it looks. Really, all it needs now is a roof, the trim, the outer trim, and some decoration. Now, here's the roofs that come with the rebuild modular sanctuary pre- and post-war build set. Got these corner pieces that snap right on. Sometimes I use those as an overhang for a carport. They just go right on there. I always start with the four corners. And then I like these kind of the roofs that have these ventilation right there. They kind of look like there's an attic up in there. So we go ahead and get that snapped into place. And then we put the filling pieces around and finish out the roof. There we go. And now we go inside and we have some square pieces that need to be filled in. And they are right there, and they snap into place. Very easy. Like I said, very easy. There we go. Sometimes it's like that with anything in the game. Sometimes that snapping just doesn't want to grab on. But now we've got the basis for the house. We've got a nice... It's not too big, it's not too small, it's kind of roomy. There we go. And let's see. Oh, here I've gone into the mod Snappy builds. And I'm going to the base foundation part. I'll link to this mod below. This is a great mod. My fiance, she told me about it. And what it does, it's got pieces. I restored all of Taffington Boathouse with the pieces that come in this. There you go. Watch this. Nice steps. Just boom. Snap right on. They just look perfect. And then whenever I snapped those on, I looked at it and I'm like, well, okay, now I'm done with the foundation. My guide that was already there, so I can just go ahead and grab it and move it out. And for some strange reason, I'll save those. It's just a habit of mine. And I will do like this. I'll place them with another foundation to extend out an existing foundation so I can use it as a guidepost in the future. To make a larger building, if I'd like. Alright. And you can go right up. Now, this is Master Plan by Ethrion, and he has several mods in it. One of them being stairs, ladders, and ramps. Ethrion makes these really great. He makes, what is it, Cabin in the Woods, Bob's Iguana Diner. Yeah. He's got these lattice fence railings that I thought would look really spectacular right here. So, for her patio, there we are. Pop those right on there. Very nice. And I gave her a screen door to her patio. And I don't know quite what I was thinking of there. I was looking at something. Oh yeah, I was kind of wondering about if I could set a turret there, but instead I decided on a pommel horse for her to work out. Oh, and I've put up a little gas light. So now she can just come right out of her door. She works out at her workbench. And then she can come outside and practice on the pommel horse. And there is Cait's workout area. She has her own weight bench. I looked in my workbench to see if I had any barbells or anything I could decorate it with. Just lay them on the floor around there, and I didn't. But I will do that. There's her bed. That's from the renovated furniture mod. It's the renovated black floral. I thought that looked pretty. It's pretty nice for her. That counts as a single bed. And now we're starting to get to the decoration part. So I've placed her bed, and I want to go find her and assign her to it so that none of the other settlers try to grab this house as theirs. And I'm looking around the pub and I don't see her anywhere. So I'm like, where would I find Cait? She's not at the pub. I know where she's at. She's in the fort. Of course, working out. Come on, Cait. You can do it. Get it up there. 1005. 1006. Okay. So, I clicked on her. And now I come in here and assign her this bed. Which took it a second for some reason. I don't know what was going on with that. I think I was just having some frame rate issues or something. But then, yeah, I come outside and everyone's wandering around town. Yeah, there was Cait. You could hear her. And resource now assigned. And now it's time to decorate. Making sure I got that squared up where it needs to be. And there she is. And she's headed for the pub. But now she's walking over to her house. So, with that being said, let's get on with the tour. What you'll next see is that I've decorated the place. And here we are. There's Cait just now leaving her
Going for
house.
one of our little chats, is it? I'd love to.
Hey there.
Ready to head back out?
Not right now.
Well, make up your mind.
Oh, I just built you a house. Oh, come on now. Alright, here's a tour of it. And we're using the mod that allows you to reconstruct actual sanctuary houses. It's sanctuary rebuilt. I will link to that down below in the description of the video. And also, the texture is changed. This is actually the red house normally, but you can see it's got kind of a wood grain now. And this is the mod that retextures it called I've Got Wood. Yeah, so nice name. So we'll go on in here. This is Cait's house now. And as we step in, we are right in the living room. And we are looking right at the kitchen. Her bedroom is off to the right. And we've got this painting of drinks, martini glasses and everything right there. We got a nice plant. Over here, as you can tell, I went with the color of different shades of green. Kind of a reflection of her Irish heritage. And she's got a couch. She has a little end table right here. Looks like she's been having a glass of something. Got a table right here. Different little doodads and knickknacks on it. And a nice green rug. And these are all from different mods. A lot of them are. It would take me forever to list all of them. She's got an aloe plant right there on the windowsill. And then over here, not too far away from where she relaxes, this is where she works out. And she has a Madden's boxing gym poster there up on the wall, lighting the corner up. And on her shelf, she's got some medical supplies just in case somebody needs to get fixed up real quick or she gets shot and needs stitches. Here's her towels for after a workout. She keeps a gun handy just in case, of course, because you never know who's going to be coming from that direction, like Ada. And she's got some ammo up here on the top. And right here by this window, she likes to sit. And she's got a couple of bottles there on the windowsill. Got some whiskey and some bourbon. Couldn't find any scotch. And a couple of stools to sit and look out. Look over at the pub across the way. Ada's tromping through here. And she has a little neon sign, bar. There's her wet bar. Got all kinds of bottles of stuff there and a couple of shot glasses. Even got some cigars. And from there we step into the kitchen. She's got a big barrel of Gwynedd Ale right there. I don't really think there's any ale in it. She uses that to store stuff, I guess. And kitchen table, ready for dinner with somebody. Got a nice kitchen from Modular Kitchens. She's got some dirty dishes in the sink. Nothing in the fridge right now. And a Beautiful painting over here. Ada,
Heads up.
What can I do
here's
for
an
you?
here's an idea. I got an idea. How about we
Heads
get
up.
you
Yes, sir.
to
Over here.
stop tromping around?
Get to that.
No, you wouldn't.
Move here.
That's out of my reach.
Ah, okay, well, anyway, we'll go on. And we make our way into the bedroom here. And she's got a window to look out at the fort. And over there at the Long's house, got some drapes. Got a portrait of a woman with her eyebot making her way down the road. She's got a little bedside table there, some candles. And
Nothing's more
she's got
satisfying than a smoking gun and a pocket full of cabs.
somebody's home. And there's her Clover right there. She's got a couple of her weapons, baseball bat, spiked. Got a couple of her outfits. Although, whenever I put this outfit on here, it kind of blacks out portions of the mannequin. But there's her corset. And one of the shotguns that she used whenever we were running around together. One of the bats she carried. She's in here somewhere. I just heard her. Where's she at? She go back out? She might be out back. Oh, she's over at my place lounging. I ought to move that chair over here for her. She likes that chair. And then we've got the bathroom, which I love this black tile. It looks really nice. She's got some towels and toilet paper and toothbrush and stuff. She's got some pictures and some little vase decorations. And of course she's got her shower, her toilet, and this is all the CWSS mod. Got a working sink. You can actually wash your face, get a drink. There we go. Shower works, toilet works. And if she looks out this way, she can look right through my kitchen window. That's my house. And that's it. This is... Oh yeah, one other thing. Just kind of go through... She's got this back door here. Screen door. And if you come out here, she's got a patio area with a pommel horse where she can work out. Got a little gas light burning. And this comes down. Got some nice stairs. Here's the back of the house. This patio kind of overlooks the road towards Vault 111. And she has a planter here from the Plant Me mod. And some hub flowers planted. You can look right in there and see her bar. And part of her house is powered by solar. She's got this solar panel right here. Works out pretty good. I'm going to move that chair over for her real quick, I think. See what she thinks of that. I don't use the thing anyway. It just sits out in front of my house. People come by, walking up and down the street after they get off work. And they always stop and decide to use it themselves. There we go. This is a nice lounge chair. Oh, there we go. I have so many mods loaded up. It's ridiculous. There we go. She might like that. Does that look even? No, I don't. Don't quite look. We're gonna have to sink those legs in the ground a little bit. There we are. Much better. Yep.
Can't wait to get out of this goddamn heat.
She walked right on by. So, there we are. And as much as Ada comes in and out, you would think that she thinks she owns the place, but... Nope. That's Cait's house. So, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I'm Izzy Smith, and hope you enjoyed watching me build Cait's house. And if you did, leave a like, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I sure would appreciate it. Helps out a lot. And I'll see you in the next episode. Take it easy.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.